Hello guys, welcome to this, my first battle report. This is a 25 points Khador versus Cryx, Killbox, no scenario, battle report. This is because, of course, we are pretty new to the game and I'm still learning the rules. So if you find any mistakes, know that we're not actually trying to cheat. And if you find any mistakes, please feel free to point them out in the comments below. That's gonna help me produce better quality reports on the future. As always, please like, comment and subscribe if you like this video and if you would like to see more in the future. Share this video with your friends if you can, and I hope you enjoy the video. So first I'm going to show you my list. This is Epic Sorscha with a Juggernaut and a Kodiak in her battle group. This is a tiered 1 list, so the Kodiak is costing me 7 points. I have a unit of Widowmakers and a full unit of Winter Guard infantry with 3 Rocketeers unit attachments, and also Copnik Joe supporting and inspiring with his speeches. In the Cryx side, we have a Prime Denegra with 2 Death Reapers with their arc nodes that are pretty nasty. We have a Cankerworm. Also, we're gonna have 2 pistol rates and a full unit of Bane Thralls with unit attachments. As stated before, we're not gonna use any sort of scenario. We're just gonna use Killbox to prevent the casters from camping on the back. And we're going to roll off to see who goes first and which side. So Cryx rolls a 4. And I'm going to roll a 5, so I pick the side and let Cryx start first. So here's the deployment. She deployed the Cankerworm on the front, 1 of each of the Death Reapers on the sides, and 1 each of the pistol rates as well. On the center, she deployed the Bane Thralls and the Denegra hiding behind them. On the Khador side, I deployed Epic Sorscha behind the Widowmakers, the Kodiak on the far right to kinda flank, the full unit of Winter Guard on the left, beside the Juggernaut, close to the center of the board. So we start with Cryx turn 1. Denegra is gonna give 1 focus to each of her jacks, and she's gonna keep the rest for herself. She starts by activating her Bane Thrall unit. They're going to run all the way to the front. Next, she activates her first Death Reaper and puts it beside the forest there. Next, the pistol rate is going to run as well. And the other Death Reaper is going to hide inside of the forest. The other pistol raid is going to run up as well. It's mostly just running up most of the army. The Cankerworm is going to run as well. And Denegra is going to move and not cast any spells, ending Cryx turn 1. Khador turn 1. Sorscha is going to start by giving 1 focus to the Juggernaut. She's not going to give any to the Kodiak since he has a heavy boiler, and keep the rest for herself. Then she's going to move and cast Iron Flesh on the Winter Guard unit, giving them +3 defense. Also, she's going to make an action which is called Desperate Pace, giving them 2 extra inches to their movement. And then they're gonna run up the board, getting as close as possible, trying to still stay out of the Bane Thrall charge threat range. Next, Copnik Joe is going to move a little bit, and he's going to make a speech which is called Courage of Our Forefathers, giving them fearless and tough. And the Juggernaut is going to run over here. And also the Kodiak is going to run with the heavy boiler, trying to engage from the flank. Next, the Widowmakers are just going to hog the cover, and they're going to try to make some shots. Although most of the other units have stealth, so most of them are going to fail. The one on the front shoots the Gankerworm and automatically misses. Another Winter Guard tried to shoot at the Death Reaper and automatically misses as well, ending Khador turn 1. Cryx turn 2. Denegra starts by allocating 3 focus to the Gankerworm. She keeps the rest. Next, one of the Death Reapers is going to move up in front of the Winter Guard unit. And then she's going to activate the Gankerworm. He's going to charge the Juggernaut. The first attack is going to hit on 3s, and she hits. And she has dice -2. I think she miscalculated that, but she only did 1 damage to column 1. Maybe it should be like 3 damage. Next attack hits as well. She has dice -2 damage. She does 5 more points of damage on the first column. Next, she's gonna buy an attack, and she also hits as well. And this time she does an outstanding 13 points of damage to the Juggernaut on column 3. The Gankerworm is very strong because he has armor piercing, halving the armor of the model. She buys another attack in which she hits and does another 9 points of damage, I think, leaving the Juggernaut pretty badly hurt, but not dead at least. Next, the Denegra's gonna activate, and she's going to get closer to her Death Reaper to cast the spell. She checks for range, and she is within the Death Reaper's range, and she casts Crippling Grasps, and she boosts, and of course she hits, and they are crippled. Next, the pistol raid's gonna move on the back, and he's going to attempt to shoot at Copnik Joe, but he automatically misses because she thought that she had range 14, but it's actually just 10. Next, the Bane Trolls activate and move 5 inches. She's trying to win the charge to the Winter Guard, although the Winter Guard are not trying to charge her. Then the pistol raid moves, ending Cryx turn 2. Khador turn 2. Next, Sorscha's not gonna give focus to anyone. She's just going to upkeep the Iron Flesh on the Winter Guard. Also, she's going to move. And because I see the Juggernaut as practically lost, I try to cast Freezing Grip on the Gankerworm and boost it. Although I should have missed anyway because I think he has extra defense, but it didn't impact the game. Sorscha pops her feet, and the Juggernaut activates after that. He's going to try to move, and she gets Free Strike, which practically just kills the Juggernaut. Splat. Next, the Widowmakers are going to try to kill the Gankerworm. They have double damage. They need a 5 to hit. It hits. Dice -6. They do 8 points of damage to column 2. Next, the other one hits as well, making, I think, 2 times 2 is 4 damage. The next hits as well, making just 2 points of damage. Then the last one hits as well, making no damage at all. Next, Copnik Joe is going to activate, and he's going to speech for the Motherland to the unit to boost the attack rolls on them. The Winter Guard is going to bob and weave forward, trying to get as close as possible to use their sprays on the Bane Trolls. Next, 3 of the Winter Guard are going to combine range attack into the Gankerworm. They need 6 to hit, and they have dice -4. That's 8 points of damage, finishing the Gankerworm off. Next, they're going to use their spray attacks. They're going to target the Bane Throw. This is going to hit 2 models. He needs 10 to hit the first model, and he hits. Then dice -4. He does 6 points of damage to the Death Reaper. Against the Bane Throw, he needs 7, so he hits. And dice -5, he wounds. And she's going to attempt a tough, and she saves. The next one is going to attempt a spray attack to another Bane Troll on the back, hitting the Death Reaper as well. He needs a 10 to hit the Death Reaper, and he makes it. Dice -4. That's a whopping 7 times 2, that's 14 points of damage, finishing the Death Reaper off as well. Next is going to spray as well. I forgot to hurt the Bane Troll with the other spray, but well. And this attack was boosted, but he's going to hit and wound, and she's going to fail her toughness save. And we continue making spray attacks. We hit with 3 dice. Dice -4, he wounds. And then she attempts a tough, and she fails as well. Next, the Kodiak is just going to run, and that's the end of Khador Turn 2. Cryx Turn 3. Denegra's going to start by allocating 1 focus to the Death Reaper, and she's going to keep the rest for herself. She's going to move the Death Reaper up as far as she can. Then she's activating Denegra to get close into the range, and she's going to feed, taking everything but the unit attachment on the Winter Guard. Next, she's going to cast Scourge through the Reaper onto Sorscha, and she's going to boost. I think she needs a 9, but she misses. It's going to deviate 2 inches to the number 6, and it still hits Sorscha, knocking her down and making her stationary. Then she's going to make damage, and she does get very lucky and makes 10 points of damage. Now 11 points of damage. Next, she activates her Pistol Wraith. She's going to move forward and attempt to kill Kopnik Joe. He hits, and she has dice -2. She does 3 points of damage. Then she needs a 5 again. She hits, and she finishes him off just exactly. What a shame. The next Pistol Wraith is gonna move, and he's going to shoot Sorscha. He hits in everything but once, and hits, of course. He does 5 points of damage, and he has a second attack, and he hits, and that's pretty much it. She is down, and that's game. So, what I have to say about this game, I think I didn't expect that. I didn't know what the Pistol Wraiths were capable to do, and I didn't know that Denegra could knock me down as easily as that, because even though she failed, she knocked me down, and that was pretty much my downfall. I guess I could have used my Widowmakers to block line of sight and keep her safe a little bit more, but I thought that Sorscha was pretty safe. I was more concerned on videotaping and the Bane Thralls, because I faced them before and they're pretty nasty. So it was a good thing that I had those sprays. I felt that I had the upper hand most of the game, starting the game, just losing the Juggernaut, but I basically sacrificed it to get the Cankerworm. Not a very good strategy actually, but well, that was what I was thinking at the moment. So overall, a pretty fun game, very nice game, and please let me know what you thought about it. Leave a comment and tell me what would you have done differently. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more if you would like. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.